Wheels in the sky, dry bones that live again, a man eating a scroll, fire, judgment, and glory returning to the temple. Welcome to the Book of Ezekiel, one of the most dramatic, symbolic, and powerful prophetic books in the Bible. In this video, we're diving deep into all 48 chapters. Who was Ezekiel? Why did God speak through visions so wild they still stir imaginations today? What do judgment, glory, and hope look like when a nation has fallen? Let's break it all down. Chapter by chapter, vision by vision, and find the truth still burning in this book today. Part 1. Background and Context. Ezekiel was both a priest and a prophet. He was exiled to Babylon around 597 BC when Jerusalem was attacked by King Nebuchadnezzar. While many Israelites still believed they'd return home quickly, Ezekiel was chosen to deliver hard truth. Jerusalem would fall, the temple would be destroyed. But God wasn't finished yet. He was called to prophesy from Babylon to a rebellious people. Through visions, symbolic actions, and bold declarations of both judgment and hope. Part 2. The structure of Ezekiel. Ezekiel is divided into three main parts: Judgment against Israel, chapter 1 to 24, Judgment against foreign nations, chapter 25 to 32, Hope and Restoration, chapter 33 to 48. Let's walk through each section and unlock what it means today. Part 3. Judgment on Israel, chapter 1 to 24. Chapter 1. The Vision of God's Glory. Ezekiel sees a stunning, otherworldly vision. 4 living creatures with 4 faces, wheels within wheels full of eyes. Above them, a throne, and on the throne, a glowing figure like a man. This is the glory of the Lord. It's terrifying. It's holy. It's beyond comprehension. God is not bound by location. His throne is mobile. He is present even in exile. Chapters 2 to 3. Ezekiel's Call. God tells Ezekiel, "Eat this scroll, then speak to my people." He consumes the scroll, sweet as honey, and is told to speak whether they listen or not. Being faithful to God doesn't guarantee applause, but obedience is always worth it. Chapters 4 to 7. Street Theater Judgment. Ezekiel becomes a visual prophecy, lying on his side for over a year, eating meager bread cooked over dung, cutting his hair with a sword. All of it symbolizes Israel's siege, starvation, and destruction. Still, the people don't listen. Chapter 8. Idolatry in the Temple. God takes Ezekiel in a vision back to Jerusalem. What does he see? Idolatry inside the temple, secret sin, priests worshiping the sun, women weeping for false gods. Judgment is coming not because God is cruel, but because the people have defiled his presence. Chapter 10. The glory departs. The most heartbreaking moment, God's glory rises from the temple and leaves. The people haven't just abandoned God, they've driven him out. Chapters 11 to 24. No more illusions. God dismantles the false hope that Jerusalem will survive. He compares his people to a faithless wife. Chapter 16. Rotten meat in a boiling pot. Chapter 24. Judgment will come. But God says, "I will give them one heart and put a new spirit within them." Even in wrath, God whispers redemption. Part 4. Judgment on the Nations. Chapter 25 to 32. God's justice is not just for Israel. He also holds the nations accountable, Ammon, Moab, Edom, and Philistia, for mocking Israel, Tyre and Sidon for pride and wealth, Egypt for false security. Every kingdom built on pride or oppression will fall, but God's kingdom stands forever. Part 5. Hope and Restoration, chapter 33 to 48. Chapter 33. The Watchman. Ezekiel is recommissioned. God says, "I take no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that they turn and live." Warning is an act of mercy. Truth saves lives. Chapter 34. False Shepherds versus the Good Shepherd. God condemns corrupt leaders, then promises, "I myself will shepherd my people. I will place over them one shepherd, my servant David." This is a prophecy of Jesus, the Good Shepherd, who will come and lead his people home. Chapter 36. A New Heart and Spirit. God promises a radical internal transformation. "I will remove your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. I will put my spirit within you." This is the gospel in the Old Testament. Salvation through transformation, not religion. Chapter 37. Valley of Dry Bones. A battlefield filled with dry, dead bones. God says, "Can these bones live?" Ezekiel prophesies, "And the bones come together, are covered with flesh, and finally breathe." This is Israel's resurrection, and a symbol of spiritual revival. Chapters 38 to 39. Gog and Magog. A future battle. A mysterious enemy rises. But God defends his people with supernatural force. Evil may gather strength, but God wins in the end. Chapters 40 to 48. The new temple and God's glory returns. Ezekiel sees a new, perfect temple, symbolic of God's holiness and presence. And then, the glory of the Lord returned. From the east, the same direction it once left. The book ends with a name, Yahweh Shammah. The Lord is there. The final promise, God will dwell with his people again, forever. The book of Ezekiel isn't just visions and fire. It's a call to turn back to God. Let him give us a new heart and believe that even dry bones can live again. Though judgment fell, hope rose. Though glory left, glory returned. Because our God is holy, just, and faithful. And even when everything seems lost, he says, "I am still there." If this breakdown of the book of Ezekiel blessed you, don't forget to like, comment your favorite vision or chapter, subscribe for more cinematic Bible breakdowns, drop a comment. What did Ezekiel teach you about God's holiness and hope? And remember, God doesn't just call prophets to speak. He calls you and me to live set apart, filled with his Spirit, speaking life into dry places.